I'm in New York right now, as I live in the city, and New York Knicks fever is sweeping across the city. And Jalen Brunson right now, if he wins, is on the verge of becoming $1 billion player in my mind, in that he's going to add probably $1 billion to the valuation of the Knicks, even though the Knicks is already one of the highest valued franchises in the NBA and across American sports, I believe. Um, they're currently outranked by the Warriors, who are the number one most valuable team in the NBA right now, and that is entirely due to Steph Curry. Before Steph Curry, nobody cared about the Warriors at all, except for when they had Wilt Chamberlain in like the early 70s, I believe. I forget the exact years. And no one cared about them at all, except for one year when they beat the Mavericks, and then they got Steph Curry. And so their evaluation, obviously moving to a new arena helped it, but that would not have been possible without Steph Curry either. And so Steph Curry has literally added billions to the evaluation of the Warriors, and no amount of supermax contracts he gets will probably ever actually pay him adequately because of just what he's done to the value of that team and that franchise. And while the Knicks have always been one of the most highly valuable franchises in the NBA, just because they are the team from New York City and they have the Garden, tons of history, and a fervent fan base that's watched them lose with passion for decades. They have increased in value still, but they've never had the sort of explosion in value that correlates with winning in pretty much 50 years since the NBA has teams have exploded in evaluation and the amount of money that they're worth. And Jalen Brunson, for all sorts of reasons, his play style, the city being desperate for a champion, the fact that he's 6'2", maybe even 6'1", I think also will actually help him a lot, because he just will appeal to so many people who can actually see themselves playing with that style, with that incredible footwork, and with that force, even though, of course, like how people can't shoot the three like Steph Curry, they won't be able to, but it's much more easy to envision yourself playing like someone who's 6'1", 6'2", rather than Wembanyama. As amazing as he is to watch, it's very hard to imagine yourself being 7'5" and that athletic. And but it's much more easy to imagine being Jalen Brunson, and I think that what he's sparking into the city will be incredible if they can win this championship. And if they can even win one championship and sustain being competitive like they have the last few years, a couple years going forward, it's going to be fascinating to see what that will actually do, what winning will do to New York's Knicks evaluation. And if it can explode it high enough, hopefully the Dolans sell.